evening and welcome to the Evening News' Week in Review for the week ending Saturday, January 26, 2018. I'm Davina Ramdas. Thanks for joining us. For the next 30 minutes, we will recap some of the top stories that were featured during the past week. We begin by telling you that presidential candidate of the People's Progressive Party Civic, former Housing and Water Minister Irfan Ali, says he is committed to the task of leading his party to an election victory and carrying out his policies to create jobs, expand economic growth, and reopen the closed sugar estates that have left thousands of Guyanese jobless. Here's Rupasina Ryan with that report.
Ali, who was speaking at a public meeting held on Sunday at his hometown in Lanora on the west coast of Demerara, said he remains humbled by the fact that he was chosen to lead the party at the next elections as its presidential candidate.
I want to assure all of you that I will use every ounce of energy that I have. I will use all my time to ensure that I work hard, to ensure that I commit myself to the confidence that the leadership has placed in me. And not only the leadership, but you, the supporters of the People's Progressive Party.
In highlighting the adversity facing many Guyanese who were affected by the closure of several sugar estates, he gave a commitment to have these estates reopened. Meanwhile, as it relates to the $18 million signing bonus from ExxonMobil, which the government failed to declare, Ali said if he wins the presidency, he will make it criminal for the non-declaration of Guyana's natural resources.
We are not going to make false promises. The People's Progressive Party has always delivered on its promise because we believe that a manifesto and promises to the people is a contract between the political party and the people. Unlike this government that made so many promises to the people, they promised to expand sugar and increase sugar workers' wages by 20%. Instead, they have closed sugar estates, they have removed jobs from sugar workers, and no other region but this region knows how this feels. It does not only affect the lives of the sugar workers and their families, it affects the lives of every single person in those communities. We have seen the economic decline, the social problems and circumstances as a result of the closure of the Wales estate in this region. But comrades, as the General Secretary said, and as we have committed on more than one occasion, we will correct the wrong and we will make right the injustices that went against the sugar workers all across Guyana.
It was also mentioned that if the party returned to government, they will be creating more than 50,000 new jobs across the country. He also gave a commitment to have $500 million invested in Guyana from year one under the party.
We will be creating, through the use of ICT, an education platform that would see 20,000 young people having access to university education via online distance learning.
In endorsing Ali for the post of presidential candidate, General Secretary Bharat Jagdeo said that this election represents the interest and importance to which the party places on the advancement of youths. Rupa Sinarayan, The Evening News.
On Tuesday, we reported that the New Amsterdam Hospital mortuary is currently out of order, and relatives of at least 2 deceased Berbice residents are claiming that their bodies have been left to rot. Our roving Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael filed that report.
Only a couple days ago, I said that we have some improvement in the health system, but for the last 2 or 3 weeks, we have seen a rapid deterioration of the entire health sector in Region 6. So I asked the director to reach with him this week at a special meeting so that we could be able to clarify some of the issues.
That was PPP Region 6 Party Supervisor Zamal Hussain. His comments came after he was asked as chairman of the Regional Health Committee to comment on a body which was left at the New Amsterdam Hospital mortuary to decompose. C. Paul Ramlo Chan told the Evening News that his brother Rabindranath Ramnaresh, 47, who died on December 31st, was taken to the New Amsterdam Hospital mortuary, which was out of order.
I was made to understand on the 11th of this month that my brother dead and he's in the mortuary. That was a Friday. I came here on the Friday. I see my brother lying in the mortuary. I asked many persons like the sister and the CEO secretary to remove the body. They said I cannot remove the body because the body got to PM until the CEO come. I see the CEO on Monday afternoon about 3:30. When I see the CEO, I asked her to remove my brother. She tell me I cannot remove my brother because you have to do a PM. I said, madam, I know to myself body move and go to any parlor and came back to this mortuary, Fort Wellington, Georgetown, Skelton for do a PM. Unknown to me, they removed the body and sent it to Aropium. Wednesday, about 1 o'clock, the CEO secretary called me and tell me I could take out my body. They wouldn't do a PM no more. I asked where the body, she said the body dead at Aropium. When I got to Aropium, there's a condition that I meet my brother in. He decomposed. The two was totally black. The part of the body, like the belly part, was spotted. Black spot.
How was it smelling?
Stink, very stink.
At the Skelton Hospital mortuary, the body of Hardat Gobind, 46, was also left to decompose.
My son died the 30th of December 2018. Take it to the mortuary, and we got the mortuary didn't work. So we have to buy ice for icy down for 5 days. It costs about $5,000 a day for carry ice. The death file when we bring home now, and the family them can't get to see the dead because he starts smell already.
Calling upon the authority to look into the matter because we are very poor and we want them to look after because it could happen to someone else too.
When this newscast attempted to get a comment from the CEO of the New Amsterdam Hospital, we were told that she was not available. A call was never returned.
We have seen the government install a new CEO, but the hospital become worse. It become worse than it was before because the former CEO, at least he had some amount of control.
For the Evening News, Andrew Carmichael.
The first of 3 no-confidence cases was heard by the acting Chief Justice Roxanne George. On Wednesday, Christopher Ram's attorney Kamal Ramkaran said that government's business-as-usual approach must end with Cabinet resigning. The outcome of these matters will set the stage for elections possibly in March.
It was an action-packed afternoon at the Supreme Court when Attorney General Basil Williams, his predecessor Anil Nandlal, and Kamal Ramkaran made oral submissions regarding Attorney Christopher Ram's call for Cabinet to resign and have the President call elections with all convenient speed following the passage of the December 21, 2018 no-confidence majority vote. Ram joined the High Court challenge, but his action wants the court to validate the vote and have national polls by March 21. Ramkaran, who's representing Ram, says government's power should only be limited to essential operations, such as giving money to the Guyana Elections Commission, arguing that Articles 106.6 and 106.7 of Guyana's constitution are clear and unambiguous, stressing that business as usual must come to an end once Cabinet resigns. He says he's confident for the decision to go his way.
Of course, I think I was able to make the case, both in my written submissions, which have preceded today's arguments, and in today's arguments.
Next up was Attorney General Basil Williams, who held steadfast to his 34 majority argument, noting further that Parts 6 and 7 of Article 106 must be examined together, agreeing with Ramkaran that the Constitution should not be read in a narrow way. He submits that Ram erred when he cited 106.6 only, stressing that governance must continue even if Cabinet resigns. Noting that government has 16 ministers, Williams says there could be chaos if those ministers are allowed to operate the ministries without direction. He adds that it was wrong for Ram to move to compel government to resign while the court is hearing the matter. Opposition leader Barjagdeo's attorney Anil Nandlal argues that government can still continue to function in a reduced capacity, noting that only cabinet and nucleus of government will resign until the president is sworn in. He disputed the AG's position that government deflector Charandas Prasad was a usurper as his previous voting was accepted since 2015. Nandlal says that the AG wants a judge to go on a wild goose chase due to insufficient arguments.
Mr. Williams had that ridiculous formulation that a majority, you must divide it by 2, add a half to it, and then add a 1. Well, if you take 3 and you divide it by 2, by half, then you will get 1.5. If you add a half, You get 2, and then you add a 1, as Mr. Williams says, you get back 3. So a majority of 3, according to that formula, is 3. Absolutely ridiculous.
Acting Chief Justice Roxanne George has committed to ruling on the matter by January 31, 2018. Shemuel Fanfare, The Evening News.
Let's take a quick break and we will be right back.